How are you doing? I'm going to continue going through the hospital. I've turned myself over to the officer, and he has took me to the hospital, and she has put me in the room for a 40. I would say, for the sake of the video, a 48-hour hold. I don't remember exactly how long it was. And I had knelt down at my bed, on the side of my bed. I knelt down on the floor and prayed that the Lord would help me. I begged him for his help. And he came into my heart. Well, he was there all along, but he had showed me that he was still there. And I had got up and sat on the bed, and I reached for the Bible, and I opened it up and started reading some passages. I don't remember what the passages was, but they did deal with why I was there, and about having trust and faith in him that he would carry me through. I had went, once that night was over, I had got up the next morning, and I thought, what a relief. I mean, I got up, I was fully rested. She had gave me the tablets to supposedly bring me down, but actually I wasn't drunk. Whenever I got there, I was more or less normal, because 2 quarts of beer, that's just enough to get me back to normal. But anyway, that once I drank that was the last that I had drank. And I got up the next morning, and they had breakfast, of course, and then we had counseling sessions and a lot of different things. And at first, during these counseling sessions, I didn't really say a whole lot. I was just sitting there taking in what I was listening to, and I kept thinking to myself, I am just like these people. And I didn't think that the first time that I went through the hospital, because this time it was completely different. I felt the relief off of my shoulders, and I had already done the first step. I had admitted that I was powerless, and that I couldn't do this by myself. And thereby, that's when I asked the Lord to come back and show me how to do this, or carry me through this, because I knew I couldn't do it by myself. But I sat in these counseling sessions, and they gave us some paperwork on how to work the steps and all of this. And there was about 8 or 10 other people in there, but this time my focus was not on them. My focus was completely on me, because I knew I had to fix myself, and I had to be selfish on that. And at that point in time, I had to be selfish, because I was there to fix me. I wasn't there to fix anyone but me. And I had went through the hospital, and we had got to the fourth. We had went through the first 3 steps, and we had got to the 4th step. And now, don't quote me on these steps, because I haven't looked at them in a while. I don't know which ones. I know the process. I don't know the numbers to go along with it, because I'm not the smartest cookie in the world, and I don't claim to be. As I said earlier, I'm not a podcaster. I'm not a preacher. This is not what I'm trying to do, and I don't want my face to be on any of this other than in these videos. But I am going to tell my story through these videos, in hopes that if someone grabs a hold of just a little piece of it, that they will seek out help, if that's what they need to do, and they will know. And if you're an alcoholic, you know whether you're an alcoholic. I'm not going to dance around the subject, because I'll just put it out there just like it is. If you're an alcoholic, you know whether you're an alcoholic or not. I did. I knew for a long time I was an alcoholic, but I just didn't care, because I thought I wasn't hurting no one but myself. But when you think about it, and alcoholism's in your life, I hurt everyone around me. I hurt my wife, and my wife is my biggest cheerleader. My wife, the Lord put me and my wife together, and He done it in a way, and I'll go through that in a later video as well. He done it in a way that He was just putting pieces of the puzzle together. He put her in my life, and she is as every bit a part of my life as the Lord is. I was talking to someone recently, and I put the Lord is my North Star, and she's just to the right of the Lord. because without her support and her faithfulness in the Lord, and she is the rock I lean on. He is the ultimate rock, but she is the rock that I'm hand in hand with, and we've been together for 35 years. And I wouldn't take $1 million for her, because she is so misunderstood that nobody really has gotten to know her, because she is a tell it like it is person, and a lot of people have problems with tell it like it is people. But I don't have a problem with tell it like it is people. I need tell it like it is people in my life, because that deals with honesty. And honesty is something that people run away from, because it seems as time goes on and the world gets turned in the way that it's turned, honesty seems to fall by the wayside, and everybody has their own brand of honesty, and that's fine. That's their lives. I live mine. My life is going to be completely honest, just like these videos are completely honest. And if you come back and ask me questions about the first video, or about this situation, or about this situation, the answer is not going to change, because it will stay the same, because it is the same, and it is not anything other than that. And I'm not out here to embellish it or anything like that. I have taken several parts of my life and several of my thoughts, and have written these songs that I put out. These songs are part of my life, and each and every one of them is a true story of parts of my life. And I'm going to continue putting them out there, because for me, I love music, and I love to listen to songs, and it's a part of my life put into music, and I listen to them, and I break down into tears with some of them, because it just so resembles my situations and different things that I have went through. So, and I invite you to listen to the music, because it is good music, and it's tasteful music, and there's nothing in there. These are completely true stories of my life. But I want to reiterate, this is not about me. I don't want my face attached to any of this, because other than the video, and I will be always completely honest with you. But while I was in hospital, and I keep bouncing back and forth, and I apologize for that, but that's my only way of communicating to you the truth, because I want you to know the truth, not an embellished truth, not a half truth, the complete truth. And I adore my wife, and I admire her, because she has seemingly more faith than I have. And I've got a lot of faith in the Lord, but somehow or another, I think hers is on a different level, and that's fine. I'm good with that, because she has been my biggest cheerleader through all of this, and she has supported me 150%. And matter of fact, she's the only one that has supported me 150%. I trust her with my life. But anyway, we had they gave us the paperwork to do the steps and this and that, and we had got to the 4th step where we were supposed to list everything that we had done wrong while we was out drinking and drugging, everything that we could think of, and we had to be honest with ourselves and write everything down. And what really struck me was, the more I wrote, the more I thought of different ways, of different things that I'd done while I was out, and there wasn't good things. And now take it, there wasn't any I didn't kill anyone, or I didn't hurt anyone physically, or anything like that. It's more of situations that we had gotten into, lies that we had told, half-truths that we had told. And the main point of my sobriety, and the hinge point of my sobriety, is Jesus Christ, honesty, and my wife. Those three things fit hand in hand. But at the same time, whenever I quit drinking, I did not quit drinking for my wife. I quit drinking for Jesus Christ, and I quit drinking for me, because you can't quit drinking for someone else. And if someone is pressuring you to quit drinking, just know this: you cannot quit for them. You have to quit for yourself, because if that person is taken out of the situation, then that just gives you an excuse to say, okay, that person's gone, or something happened, or she divorced me, or he divorced me, and then that if that person is gone, then now you can go back out and start back to drinking. This has to be done. You have to do it for yourself. And I'll go further in that in the next video. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to comment. Leave a comment. If you have any questions or anything, you can email me at 35yearskept@gmail.com. And I'd appreciate it if you'd hit like and subscribe. Thank you very much, and God bless you.